Hey guys, welcome back to a new reaction on this channel. Today I'm going to be react to some more Porcupine Tree after a really long time. I know that, I'm super sorry. But my very first and the only Porcupine Tree reaction I did is now over 2 years ago. That was in January 2023 to the song Arriving Anywhere But Here or Somewhere But Here. I can't remember the complete name of the song. But I remember it. It was an extremely long song. I also remember that. So that's the reason why I'm super glad that the song today, Open Car, by the way, is a shorter one with not even 4 minutes, and I'm super happy about that because you know I have my problems with long songs. You know that. But if you never heard of Porcupine Tree is the band around the composer and singer Steven Wilson, who did a lot of stuff, a really lot of stuff. God freaking damn. I just knew him before my first Porcupine Tree reaction because he composed, or also he did the artwork, I can't remember, of the game Last Day of June. And I have the soundtrack on vinyl there in my music room. I have a new music room, so I have the vinyl there. But right now I also have, not that long ago, after I listened the first time to Porcupine Tree, I got from my boss, really from my boss. He gave me a couple of vinyls, and one vinyl was also a Steven Wilson vinyl, but I guess a solo thing of him. And also the cover of the vinyl got the same The Last Day of June artwork style, with a face or a moon with a face on it. I can't remember exactly. I also don't know the name of the record. But maybe you know it. And also I know that Steven Wilson did a lot of freaking things. He did freaking remixes of other bands and stuff. That's insane what this man is doing. That's literally insane. And if you never heard of Porcupine Tree is a really more progressive rock / metal. I would more say rock, a progressive rock group. Maybe not for everybody. Like I said, I'm not really deep into progressive rock, especially if the songs are extremely long, but maybe Open Car will give me more. I have no idea. We will see. I'm just super excited about more Porcupine Tree. Open Car, let's freaking go.
Nothing like this, felt in a kiss, cannot resist her, fell for her charm, lost in her arms, I keep a photograph, give me a glimpse, let me come in, be there inside her, here it begins, here is the sin, something to lie about. You think you're smart, I think you're out, we agree on this, it doesn't work, feeling like dirt, feeling like you don't care. We get a room, and in the gloom, she lights a cigarette, clothes on the bed, love me, she said, I lose myself to her. I'm getting feelings, I'm hiding too well. Something broke inside my stomach. I let the pieces lie just where they fell. Being with you is hell. Hair blown in an open car. Summer dress slips down her arm. Hair blown in an open car. Okay, what's next? After the sex, what do we do now? Finding the time, drawing the line, and never crossing it. Gave her the hours, gave her the power, cannot erase her. Gave her the truth, gave her the proof, I gave her everything.
Alright guys, I'm sorry to pause after it because of copyright strikes, you guys know. And I'm honest, it's a really good song. I'm really enjoying that. You guys know I got my difficulties with the first Porcupine Tree song, Arriving Somewhere But Here, if that's the right name. But maybe it was because the song was extremely long, and also the song was a little bit different because it was more. I mean, it's 2 years ago, right? I can't remember much of the song anymore, but if I remember it right, the song was a little bit more softer, atmospheric, melodic. Um, and this one is a little bit more heavier, if I can say that. I guess somewhere, but arriving somewhere, but here, if that's the right name, sounded a little bit more like the chorus here sounds, just over the whole song, over the whole. I don't know how long the song was, 10 minutes or so. I can't remember. Um, but I'm also not really 100% sure if I heard that song before, because there are definitely a couple of parts in that song that sounds familiar, or giving me a little bell ringing in my head like, hey, you heard that before, but I'm not 100% sure. It could be, but I would believe no, because I usually don't listen to Porcupine Tree, and I also don't know people who would listen to Porcupine Tree, because it's not the type of music for the people I know, and also not for me. Um, but it sounds familiar. I have no idea why. But if I compare this song to Arriving Somewhere But Here, I would definitely go with Open Car. That's a really cool track, in my opinion. It's also not that progressive like the last one. It's really a little bit more typical structured, if I can say that. All right, guys, we go a little bit back. Let's go back to some more Open Car.
I'm getting feelings I'm hiding too well. There's something broke inside my stomach. I let the pieces lie just where they fell. Hair blown in an open car. Summer dress slips down your arm. Hair blown in an open car.
All right, that was Porcupine Tree with their song Open Car. And I'm honest, I really like the song, and maybe it will be a song I really want to listen again. I guess I will put the song into my private Spotify playlist, because I was really enjoying that. And because it wasn't as progressive as the last time, and more typical structured, so typical structured song, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, stuff like that. I really enjoyed that, because I also think that these three parts were really cool. I like that they had a little bit more heavier verses, and then a really soft pre-chorus, and then the real chorus was really in the middle of both. I really enjoyed that. It was really cool. So like I said, if I would compare this to Arriving Somewhere But Here, definitely Open Car, definitely. And also because it was 10 minutes long, or how long the last one was. I can't remember. But I can also tell you, Steven Wilson is a freaking. I want to say genie, but I don't know if you said it in English too. Uh, I, you can call him legend. I have absolutely no idea. But like I said, he's doing a lot of freaking stuff. Like I said, music for video games, freaking. I read about Steven Wilson remixes from completely different kind of bands and stuff like that. Then his own band and solo things, and It's unbelievable. And I guess he also did his own comics and stuff like that with this artworks he got. It's really insane. Like I said, if you want to play a game by Stephen Wilson, The Last Day of June, an extremely amazing game, by the way. I haven't played it in a really long time, but I can tell you the story will freaking hit you. The story will freaking hit you hard. I can tell you that. Alright, guys, I just gonna say thanks for bringing me back to some more Porcupine Tree after more than 2 years. Really insane, but we're freaking back. So, and if you haven't checked out my very first Porcupine Tree reaction to Somewhere But Here, Arriving Somewhere But Here, I will give you the link to the video right now in the outro. Just click on the video on the screen and you can watch it if you want to. If you want to talk about Porcupine Tree or Stephen Wilson or whatever with Murder Community, join our community Discord. Links down in the description. You can join anytime. You can talk about anything you want. It'd be cool to see you there. And then I hope I see you guys again in another reaction. Would be awesome. And I say, bye!